Is it rude to ask to bring uninvited siblings to a birthday party? This is top of mind because a mom on TikTok, who is the mom of 11-year-old quadruplets, says that she thinks bringing extra children to birthday parties burdens the hosts and it makes these kids' life a little too cushy. They're not getting to experience upset. And that's something we got to learn at some point. So she says we are robbing them of the opportunity to learn to handle that. She
Yeah.
says, at best, the pressure to invite all four of her kids could give people to pause to even invite her in the first place. This happened to her recently because one of her daughters was invited to a party and the other one wasn't. And people online were saying, you should just ask the host. And she said, never, ever, ever would she do that. She thinks it's insanely rude. And she said, let's be clear, like if the invitation says bring a sibling, they say it's fine to bring a sibling. If it doesn't, they don't want you to bring extra people. She thinks that we've gone too far in the including everyone
Yeah.
era, and it drives her, quote, bonkers. So this has sparked a lot of debate online, and I'm curious what you think.
I think it depends on the kids' ages.
Okay, say
I
more.
think if you are inviting, a school classmate and you are 2 years old and the student or the friend has a sibling who's, 1 or 4, like I think it depends. I think I'm of the mindset of I just invite the whole family because I don't, for the most part, I'm close enough with everyone we're inviting that I know if they have siblings. I don't think I would ever ask, like, is it okay to bring a sibling? But I think sometimes it's okay to like clarify, like, hey, are kids like all invited? Or, I have my baby, she's 1. Can I bring her? It's not like she's gonna take all the food from the party or she doesn't need a party gift or whatever it is. I think it's kind of like a circumstantial thing.
So what I
What are your
think is
thoughts?
interesting about this is her kids are the same age. So they're all in the same grade. This is a very specific
Well, in that case, you should
instance.
invite both. That's weird then. That's, I think, the parent, like, that student or friend or whatever has a sibling. They're probably in
Mhm.
the same class. Like, that's weird to like pick and choose who from the class you're inviting. I think that
Yeah.
says more about the parents, right?
I'm completely of the same mindset as you. To me, you have a very valuable lesson that you can teach your child when they are hosting a birthday party that we include everybody.
Everybody.
I think that is a more valuable lesson. Yes, I understand her argument that like kids are going to experience upset and we can't keep them in a bubble, but I just don't think kids need to feel that heartbreak of being left out from a birthday party.
Well,
I'm
especially if
never going
you're,
to be the mom
yeah,
who
especially if you're
leaves
so
a kid out.
close in age.
Right, if they're the
That's
same age, because they're
ridiculous.
all four kids are 11 years old. So you're inviting one of the daughters, but not the other. I agree. I think it says more. I now here's the question. Would you ask? Let's say you have two 11-year-old daughters, one gets asked, the
Mhm.
other does not. And here this actually is a pretty valid point for you because your girls are so close in age. So there could be potential for this sort of upset
Yeah.
and feeling left out. Would you ask the parents?
I think it's dependent again on the situation. If it's someone from, let's say, Kaya's school and we're not that close with them and they don't know about Emma or it's just the kids from class, I don't think I would bother to ask. If it's like a neighborhood thing, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, just want to see, like, should Jason stay home with Emma? Like, is this a family thing? I think I would ask for clarification. But again, I think everyone whose birthday we're going to and vice versa, like who we're inviting, we know the families well enough to have them in our home or to go to their home that we know if there's multiple kids in that family. And so
Yeah.
we're like, we are inviting the Drake family, for example, and we know that Collins and Dylan are both coming.
Hmm.
I just think, I don't know, it's like a courteous thing. Like, why ask for you to get a babysitter or vice versa? Now, if it's like a baby shower or if it's like an adult thing, then I think that's a different situation. Like, that means
Yeah.
like it's just you as the mom invited and not the kids. Then I think it's like a weird thing to be like, can I bring my kids? Like a
Yeah.
wedding. Like, you cannot ask to bring your kids to a wedding. So I
Oh,
think in that regard, it's a hard no. But I think like a kid's birthday party, yeah.
Yeah,
Am
it's
I
so
wrong?
tricky. I don't think so. For me, I think if I were this woman and one of my kids was invited and the other one wasn't, and I didn't want to ask the mom if both kids could go, I think I would keep both kids home and go do something epic with those two girls.
Yeah,
Because it's also saying like we comfort each other, like we're family and we look after each other and we
right.
find,
You know, there's a Bluey episode about this.
of course there is. Love Bluey.
There's a Bluey episode where one of I think Bluey gets invited and Bingo has to stay home. And it's not like a big deal. It's like, oh, you get to hang out with Daddy all day and and so, but also I don't know the age gap between Bluey and Bingo. So maybe I should look into that. But of course,
Oh,
there's a Bluey episode about that.
of course. God, I love
Yeah,
that show. It's so wholesome.
I know. It really is.